All right, question 84. For each part below, decide if the triangles are similar. If they are similar, use the similarity to solve for x. If they are not similar, explain why not. So question A, we have to figure out, do we have similarity? Since these two lines are parallel, then I know that this side, use my colors, this angle has to be equal to that angle because they are corresponding angles. And I also know that this angle has to be equal to that angle because they are also corresponding angles. So yes, I do have similarity by AA. So I can set up my proportion of big over small. So usually I start with what we know. So I know the big part of this triangle is 12 and the small part is 4. So 12 over 4. And then I've got to do the big part of this triangle, which is going to be 8 plus x over the small part, which is just x. Right now I can cross multiply, so 12 times x is 12x, and 4 times 8 plus x. Okay. Make sure you distribute through. Make sure you don't just do 4 times 8. So when I distribute, I get 12x equals 32 plus 4x. Subtract 4x from both sides. And I'm going to get 8x is equal to 32. Divide by what's in front of the x, which is 8. I get x equals 4. So there is my solution for what x is. Question letter B is set up pretty much the exact same as letter A in terms of what we're going to start with. Since we have parallel lines, we once again have corresponding angles. So these two angles are corresponding. And then these two angles are also corresponding angles. So yes, we're similar by AA again. And let's set up big over small again. So this big side is going to be 8 plus 5, so this whole thing is 13. And just the small portion is going to be 8. So that whole portion is 13, but just the small part is 8. And then if we look at the side over here, the big side from here going all the way to over here is going to be 13, and then plus the x. And then the small part is just the 13. All right, so we're going to solve this one the same way we solved A. We're going to cross multiply. 13 times 13 is 169. And 8 times then 13 plus x. Once again, don't forget to distribute. It's just like this problem. So we have to do 8 times 13. Then we have to do 8 times x. So that gives us 104 plus 8x. Then I subtract 104 from both sides. And I'm going to get 65 is equal to 8x. Next step is to divide by 8 on both sides. I'm going to get x is about 8.125. If you want to leave it like that or round to 3 decimals and tell me it's 8.13, I don't care either way. And that's my answer. Letter C. All right, so question C, let's start with what we know. Once again, I've got parallel lines. So I've got corresponding angles. Same type of thing going on as the last problem, only it looks a little bit different. So you got corresponding angles there. And then we've got some sides that look like they might be proportional. So we've got an angle. We've got this pair of sides. Let me highlight that pair of sides. But we still don't have side similarity, angle similarity, or side angle side. And actually, that's all the information we know. There's nothing else given to us. We don't have any alternate interior angles we can work with. So this is going to be cannot be determined. Because of not enough information. And question D. So again, let's start with what we know. Since we have parallel lines here, we've got alternate interior angles right here and right there. We also have vertical angles right here. So we do have similarity by angle. So we can go ahead and figure out x. So once again, I'm going to set up big over small. I usually start with what I know. Here I'm matching up the sides that are in between the two angles, the two pink and green angles. So this side is in between pink and green, and so is that side. So I'm going to match up 8 is my big, 6 is my small. And then I'm going to match up the backs of the triangle. So we've got x is my big and 8 is my small here. Once I know that, I can cross multiply. 6 times x is 6x. 8 times 8 is 64. Oops. So 6 times x is 6x. 8 times 8 is 64. Then I divide by 6. Move that up a little bit. And I'm going to get x is about 10.67. All right. Good work getting all 6.9 down. Hopefully this is a good review for you guys and you're ready to go on your test tomorrow. Packets will be due, notes will be due, so make sure you've got everything, you bring it with you, and you're ready to take the test tomorrow. If you've got any questions, let me know.